Hey there, YouTube. This is Vargas XX78 with a Comic Con collection pickup video. Picked up a lot of books at Comic Con, well, not a lot, like 105 comic books at Comic Con, and I would say around 90% of all these books I picked up at this booth that had all their books at 50 cents. So a lot of these books were 50 cents. So only a few newer issues were like $2 or even $1. But yeah, like I might have mentioned before, if you look in Comic Con and you look through the booths, you'll find a booth that's like really cheap, and I just took advantage of it and I bought as many as I could, or at least the ones that I thought were cooler. Just to mention this, I didn't quite complete my comic book collection. I was missing a few key issues I mentioned in my previous video, and I couldn't find them. I actually was willing to pay a little bit more to find the comic books I was missing, and I could not find them, so I kind of failed there. But I was still, like you can see, I was still able to pick up a lot of really cool books that I liked, so let's get started with that. First off, I picked up Batman issue 423 with a really cool cover by Todd McFarlane. This is one of the few key issues I was missing that I was able to track down. But for me to have a really cool kick-ass Batman collection, I'm still missing like 5 key issues. So, and it was actually the one of the only Batman issues I was able to find, but still really cool I was able to find one. Another key issue that I was missing is Superman Volume 2, Issue 5. I'm only missing 2 issues from the Superman Volume 2 series to complete my set. And the other one I was able to pick up is Superman Volume 2, Issue 67. This is the aftermath of Panic in the Sky. Really cool. I was able to pick up, I wasn't going to pick it up at first, but I found this one really cheap. It's Flashpoint, Wonder Woman, and the Furies, which basically explains how the war started, so yeah. Another key issue I was able to find is Amazing Spider-Man issue 418. This is nearing the end of the Clone Saga, and this is the issue where they revealed that Norman Osborn was alive and well. So I'm only missing the first appearance of the Carnage symbiote, and my Spider-Man collection will be good. Picked up Witchblade Due Process. This is a one-shot that came out. Picked up Elektra Volume 1, Issue 6. Elektra versus Razor Fist. Another comic book series that I couldn't find that many issues of, so yeah. Got into actually collecting Action Comics for a while now, so I picked up Action Comics issue 587, guest starring the demon Etrigan. This is actually something I don't understand, and maybe someone can explain to me. I thought the main thing of Etrigan was that he only spoke in rhymes. You know, he would rhyme everything he said. But in this issue, he doesn't. He speaks very clearly, so I'm a little confused about that. But still, good issue. It's drawn and by John Byrne. So picked up Action Comics issue 588, guest starring the Hawks. Picked up Action Comics 598, which I'm not sure, but it might be the first appearance of Checkmate, the government institution in the DC universe. Picked up Action Comics issue 662. This is the big issue where Superman reveals, Clark Kent reveals that he's Superman to Lois Lane. Picked up issue 675. And this is during the Panic in the Sky crossover. Picked up issue 677. 678. They explain how they were able to save Luthor's, well, like it says there, they saved Luthor's brain, and how they grew for him a new clone body. Picked up issue 684, which is when he was battling against Doomsday. $6.85. The aftermath of Superman's death and Supergirl's trying to, take up his place. 686. They stole Superman's body from his tomb. Picked up Man of Steel issue 21. This is when Jonathan Kent got a heart attack, which plays really big into the Return of Superman. Picked up Action 690. This is when the Cyborg Superman convinced the world that the Eradicator Superman was a bad guy. Picked up issue 704. Starring the Outsiders and the Eradicator. Picked up issue 734. This was when Superman had his electric powers. And actually, the Electric Power Superman series is also really hard to find. This was the only Electric Superman issue I could find, so... Picked up issue 757. Where they show what would have happened if Superman or Baby Kal-El would have crashed in Tanagar and become a Hawk officer. Picked up another Superman Man of Steel, issue 115. This is like a prelude to the Our Worlds at War series. Picked up issue 789. Starring Krypto the Superdog and Cancer the Kryptonite monster. Picked up issue 841. He's back, but is he a fraud? Guest starring Firestorm, Nightwing, the Teen Titans, and this is when an alien that came to Earth was trying to sell, other stuff to other aliens. Then issue 843. And issue 845. Written by Jeff Johns and starring Bizarro. Really cool cover. I really like this cover a lot. And issue 854. Countdown crossover. And issue 856, another Bizarro comic. Escape from Bizarro World, Part 2. And issue 859, guest starring the Legion of Superheroes. And issue 882, The Hunt for Reactron, Part 3. And issue 883. These issues were written by Greg Rucka, and I really like how Greg Rucka writes his storylines. Issue 884. Issue 885. Issue 886. Then we skip to issue 888. Then issue 896. This is Lex Luthor's quest for power when he faces off against Vandal Savage and the Secret Six team up. And I bought Superman in Action Comics issue 2. This is where he was taken captive by Mongol and put in gladiatorial games in War World. Really good issue. And I picked up this part 2 of a 2-part series. Bloodlines was a story that was going through all the annuals in '93. So these are the bookend issues. But it has Superman there. And all the new superheroes that were introduced in all the annuals. I need to track down part 1, but eventually. Picked up issue 88 of DC Comics Presents. Superman teams up with the Creeper. Picked up this Elseworlds tale of Superman speeding bullets. The story of this is that the ship carrying Kal-El crashes near Gotham, and Thomas and Martha Wayne adopt him. So Bruce is never born because they adopted Clark. They raise him as his own. So when the Waynes get killed, he takes up the suit of Batman, but you know he has the powers of Superman. So really, really cool story here. Really like this one a lot. Another one I really liked is a Doomsday Year 1. Basically, they explain how Doomsday was traveling through the universe, destroying everything. He battles against Darkseid. He battles against the Guardians and the Green Lantern Corps. Basically, just showing what a badass Doomsday is, and he's still one of my favorite villains. And you know, even though he's incredibly overpowered, I still like the monster. So, really cool issue. Picked up Green Lantern issue 55. Green Lantern Zero, which actually takes place after the 0 Hour miniseries, where Kyle Rayner is fighting Hal Jordan Parallax. Good issue. Picked up Green Lantern 78. Just really like that cover, that's why I picked it up. Picked up Green Lantern Rebirth issue 5, where he fights off against Sinestro. Green Lantern Rebirth issue 6 of 6, where they set up Hal Jordan as a Green Lantern. And picked up Tales of the Sinestro Corps, Parallax. Picked up Green Lantern issue 40, The Prelude to the Blackest Night, where he has his green and blue rings. Picked up Green Lantern issue 41, where they reveal a little bit of Larfleeze. And picked up Green Lantern issue 42, with Hal Jordan possessed by the Light of Aberys. Really like this cover too. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this, and please wait for part 2. So I'll see you then.